just called it off because I was like, okay, I don't want to like give any money back to this market because we are into the December, the Christmas is coming, so people are on holidays. So yeah, let's get to the chart and we will right now. It is dropping, but I do see the strength, and we are in the Bitcoin long from somewhere around here. Yeah, in my initial plan was to wait for the price to retrace into this, um into this weekly level, and I'm really excited for this stream because there are some things I want to cover. I want to criticize this price action more, so I can calm myself because this is just absolute shit. I don't even know what this is because if you are a trader from a long time, or if you have been trading, this price section was relatively easy. Like when we had this big dump, this was like more easy to trade than this price action because we had a proper trend at least because we knew what's happening. But right now this is just this is no proper trend. It's a range, and it is such a weird range. I mean that it is not tradable range. So which is of course sad because if you follow me as an analyst, I mostly trade the Bitcoin and the Ethereum and the Solana. I don't trade the altcoins. I don't see any worth into them. Yeah, Sol became a total garbage coin. I mean, I'm gonna explain, what was I mean, I'm in this Solana long, by the way, from here, but it was a really risky long. I didn't share. The plus was very big, but overall, if you see, the reason for my so long was really good. I mean, we got stopped out, but technically we should have now bounced really up, but we are not bouncing. It's just dropping. There is no strength in the Solana. And yeah, I will cover the Solana macro as well today. As I said, today's stream is gonna be really interesting one. So yeah, let's get to the Bitcoin. Let's go on a higher time frame. Let's clear our mind. Let's go through. We had a long weekend, right? So let's go through from our levels. If you follow my streams, you would understand already the reasoning behind my level. But if you are someone new, then you can watch my previous streams. But I will still try to give you an overview that why are my levels and why I'm expecting a rejection from there basically. So yeah, let's get to it. Of course, let me just remove this alert real quick because it annoys me. I like my charts clean, by the way. I don't know what about you. I'm also going to be looking at the chat if anyone have any question. Okay, no. So of course, first we have this weekly level. This have been on my chart from a really long time, even before we even came into this range. I had this weekly level marked out because I knew this would be a really really strong level. If I give you a real quick overview, you can see we have been rejected like from past 5 to 6 weeks on this level. So that's why this is a really important weekly level, and you see we bounced and now we are retesting this and we are struggling to break this. We are struggling to close below this weekly level, so this makes it a really really strong level. Now same with the daily level we have. You can see like almost November to the January, almost 4 month of price action, February, have been respected on this, have been like solely relied on this support. And now once we have flipped that, you can see we have been rejecting from it since the November 22, and it's December 23rd, and you can see we are still rejecting from this daily level. We have not been able to break this daily level. So we have our range marked out, so that's good thing because we know to trade the range low and trade the range high, and which we have done. Okay, by the way, don't say that I'm just yapping. You can literally see we are literally in this long. I shared it on my channel. We traded the lows, Monday low sweep and the range low of the Bitcoin. But my entry was a bit late, if I be honest with you. I was looking to make entry somewhere around here at the reclaim of the weekly level. But unfortunately, I was sleeping and I woke up at something around 7 a.m. and I saw, oh my god, Bitcoin is like pumping, and I saw let's make an entry real quick because I knew we are gonna just bounce from here. There's no way that we are gonna go lower because it doesn't make sense to go lower. There was this one pivot level which we could have gone lower and sweep this and then go higher, but for me it was unlikely because we swept this, and it made more sense looking at the liquidation that we should just go up. So that's basically what we did. Plus of course I analyzed the reaction as well. This, if you when you see a candles like these at the lows, this is your sign that okay, now a reversal can happen, especially this is a really important thing I'm teaching right now, especially when the candles are creating imbalances. This is usually a really, really good sign that now the price action would go up, and that's exactly what we did. We went up. This trade was almost like we have done like two profit taking. We are out like 40% from this trade. I'm still 60% in this trade. So yeah, overall this is a good trade. We traded the range low. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Now, now the next thing, I will come to the shorts level of the Bitcoin, but I'm just doing the quick overview because since it's Monday, we had a long weekend, and the reason for this Monday low sweep, and of course there was some Fibonacci level as well. If I draw Fibonacci from low, you can see 0.705 level, but we were bouncing from there. A strong reclaim of the weekly level, and if I draw volume profile as well, I'm pretty sure I can show you that confluence. Yes, it was the reclaim of this value area low. At that time, that value area low used to be at lower prices, but now it's it's a bit above because we have more price action. I don't certainly remember whether it was the value area low or the POC, but it was something around here at that time. I'm talking about like 2 to 3 days ago. At that time, there was a confluence of POC or a value area low, which I was looking of a reclaim of. Um, so yeah, and basically, the people who don't know, this black line basically is called value area low. This above black line is called value area high, and this is POC. Means just basically the where the most volume is currently in the range, and it was of course around this level. So I aligned it with the confluences, and it made more sense to just go along for it. I had my alert set, but unfortunately, we never hit that alert. Was waiting for a retracement, but I thought it just makes sense to just go long on the current market price section. So yeah, that was the quick overview. Now, if I be honest, there is nothing much to talk about um, in this choppy price range. However, one thing that I would like to mention, just a quick overview, so you guys have an idea. The reason you guys have, if some of you are wondering, by the way, why are we rejecting? Let me see if there are any questions now. Wondering why we are from this, it was pretty simple. We had a SFP. I did spot this SFP, and I was this close to share this short trade, but yeah, but I just called it off because I don't want to trade in this December. So we had a SFP on a 1 hour time frame. You can see this was a low. We swept it, and then we closed. We went above and we closed below this low. So this classified as the SFP, and then we also did a SFP of this high as well, by the way. So for overall, this was a reason to just look for short, and Soul did give the short, by the way. I don't know if you guys follow our analyst Soul. He did give a short of the Bitcoin, which was, of course, that's what I'm trying to say. That this was a really good opportunity of short. I was looking at it at as well. So this was the reason we had a quick dump on the Bitcoin. Now, next levels for the Bitcoin for the shorts. First of all, of course, you can see my target. The final target for this long is 92k, but I will see if I want to close at 92k or not, because I will see a reaction from this 92k level. So first, very first level which I'm looking at is this 92k level. First of all, of course, the daily level, which I have already explained. If I give you some quick other confluences as well, you can see we have an imbalance around 92k. So what I'm expecting, basically, if you go on my channel, I shared the chart as well. Let me go and share the chart with you real quick. Yeah, this is the chart basically. If you guys can look at the ounce of M15 EM25. Yeah, I don't really trade moving averages right now. For me, I think this is just a retest. We could be just doing manipulations, doing SFP. We had the golden pocket, then we can go up. Right now, I would love to see more price action to get built up. For the scalp, I don't do the scalps, if I be honest. I'm a more over intraday trader. I like to trade in the piece, in this month, in December, I did almost 7% on my from portfolio, and I shared every trade here as well. So hope you guys made something similar amount in on your portfolio as well. But yeah, I don't see a scalp right now here. I'm not really a scalper. If you want to do scalps, Soul, Muro, and maybe Wave is the best guy. I'm an intraday trader. I will give you a calm and relaxing trades most of the time. So yeah, basically I'm just doing the market update right now. I'm not here to give you the trades. If anyone is wondering, I'm going to give a trade. No, that's not going to happen. But here to give you the ideas, which of course you can utilize and make your own trades from. So This 4 hour FEG we have and the daily level. I'm pretty sure there are some Fibonacci confluences as well. Yeah, 0.79 level aligning with the daily level. And if I utilize the anchored VWAP, I'm pretty sure this was the high, which I was looking at. This is a wrong anchored VWAP. Let me just, yeah, this anchored VWAP have come came down lower, which is not a good sign, of course, because that anchored VWAP used to be there. Let me see if we have an anchored VWAP from higher time frame. Yeah, not really. And that's another confluence, by the way. SFP of this high, and we had an anchored VWAP. We did not really tap the anchored VWAP, but it would have classified as a good confluence for you. So overall, 0.79 level Fibonacci fair value gap. So what we can do is that we can go on a fair value gap, consolidate, sweep the liquidity of this high, tap the daily level, tap the Fibonacci level, and then go lower. So this is also classified as accumulation, manipulation, and the distribution, by the way. So yeah, for me, I think 92K level remains as the one of the major short levels. 91K to the 92K, basically, from wherever I see a reaction and like a break of a structure on a lower time frame, 3 to 5 minute time frame, I would love to short from daily level. And of course, the next level for us remains the 96K level. This is still a very major level, 96K to the 98K. Whenever I will get that short level, I would just love to short it. Of course, if there is a reaction. If no reaction, if we do something like this, I don't care, I would trade a long here. If we do something like this, I don't care, I would trade a short here. So that's basically it. If when I give you a level, I'm not giving you a short or the long limit. Basically, I'm giving a level which you can utilize to either trade a long or a short, but you will definitely get a trade from there. Either it's a long or a short. So yeah, not 100% of the times, but most of the times, yeah. That's how it basically have been worked out for me. So right now the 92K level is the one I'm giving you. These are the basically same levels. So I know the guys who follow me on the streams, they would say this is us, this is basic, these are basically the same levels. But as I said, the price action haven't been doing much, and we have caught the long from the range low. So yeah, I cannot do if there is nothing enough to analyze, right? If the price action is shitty, I cannot do anything about it. So these are the short levels right now. Now for the long levels, this is the level which I think is worth talking about, and I'm gonna take some of my time to talk about this. We have a daily order block right here. You can see this is a daily order block. Some might say this might not classify as order block, but I think this is a daily order block aligning with our daily level which we had. So I think this level is also worth looking, not for a long, but let's say I'm explaining you the psychology right now here. I don't think so this is a level worth looking for the long. This could be a good long right now. Let's say if we reclaim major level, we bounce and we do something like this, then I think this could be a good long. I mean, on a lower time frame, not on a daily time frame, because this is already a $10,000 plus bounce. So I would be keeping an eye on this level. Let's say if we catch a shot from 92K or the 96K, this would be my level to like just close the short or take 80 to 70% of the profits. So yeah, just keep this level on mind. And this is also a good level, but this level is already tapped, so I'm not gonna like look at this level much. But yeah, overall, definitely keeping an eye on this level. Now for the longs, right now I don't see a intraday long on a Bitcoin chart other than these pivot levels. So there are ways to trade these pivot levels, by the way. And the most of the things I'm talking is more over an intermediate things. If you're a beginner, you might not understand. So if we mark out these lows, and let's say we have a SFP of this low, right? We do a SFP, same thing we did here. Price went, swept the liquidity, but closed below the wick. It shouldn't have done like this. You see, we have a SFP here as well. If you go on a Ethereum high time frame, look at the all-time high. Go on a Bitcoin, look at the all-time high. All of them have a SFP. SFP is a really powerful tool, and it's a really easy tool because your invalidation zone is clear. The stop loss should go at the SFP. So let's say if this was the SFP, your stop loss should be here. And if the price goes above, then your SFP idea is invalidated. So that's why SFPs are really easy to trade most of the time. But you need to be like really expert to know that, okay, now this SFP is confirmed. There are various ways to do it, but I'm not going to go in depth right now. But yeah, so ideally SFP of these lows, and I would love to catch intraday long, target the weekly level most likely, because unless we fill up the weekly level, then I would like target the internal liquidity and etc. But these won't classify as a swing trades unless they become. But I won't classify as a swing trade. I will classify them as intraday trade, and I will be aggressive with the profit taking at these lows. Sorry. So SFP and then run higher. These are pivot levels, of course. We can clearly do this. No one knows what's gonna happen next. Okay, that's why I'm giving you the levels. I'm giving you a trade plan which you can utilize and trade by yourself. If there is a reaction, only trade my levels. If there is a reaction, if not, don't trade them. And that's what I do as well. So I'm not teaching you something which I don't follow. So yeah, I'm still sad that I could have shorted this, but there will be a lot of opportunity. So I don't care. Plus I had a great month. So yeah, I think this is good enough for the Bitcoin. I don't think so there is much else to cover on the Bitcoin. One thing is that if we flip this 96k level, then this would be the area which I would be looking the major liquidity, and ideally SFP of this, tap of this 4 hour FEG, SFP of this, do something like this, quick dump. That's what I would like to see at here. But yeah, let's see. We moreover wherever the conferences are. Yo, Alec, what's up, man? What's up? Great to have you here, man. Lower or higher first? I don't know, man. This SFP is not looking good. So I would say we are in this long trade. I would like to see a higher. I would love to see a higher. If we go lower from here, then things are not looking good for Bitcoin, and this can classify as extreme weakness, and not just weakness. I just noticed this. Look at this, guys. Accumulation, and this is a manipulation on a 4 hour time frame. This is not good, and this could classify as a distribution to these lows. This could happen, of course, but this is still early stage to say this. If we break, ideally, if we break this low, this 87 kilo, then I think this would play out the AMD. But yeah, this was a really good opportunity. I think the Arlick did caught this short as well. This was a really good shot if you caught it Arlick. I don't know what was the reasoning, but I was keeping an eye on this high for the potential SFP. But yeah, ideally, what I would like to see, let me go on a Harley time frame. I would like to see a bounce from here, go higher, reject, and then go lower. Even if not reject, do something like this and then go higher. But yeah, I do expect a higher. But we never know what's going to happen on the market, so I cannot give you a simple yes or no answer. My personal bias is higher, but if we come lower, then we will trade the lower. That's it. Simple. Yep, 78k level. That's a good level. It's a good level. But again, not quite looking for longs but profit taking. But again, if there's a good reaction, then why not? A good reaction, something like classified as, let's say, a reclaim of this low. It could be anything, right? I would need to be present at that time to analyze the stuff. I cannot just give you the reclaim levels in the future. I'm a human in the end. So yeah, these are my levels. My levels have really very high win rate. Usually the levels I give, by the way, 90 to 80%. What I have done back, giving a rough number, to be honest. So yeah, but my execution sometimes ruins the entire plan. So yeah, these are the this is the entire Bitcoin trade plan. Short from here, short from here, longs potentially from the SFP. For the scalps, you can follow Soul most betterly, or you can trade SFPs like something like this. Now, of course, I cannot, like, we can potentially do SFP of this, SFP of this. So I cannot give you scalps ideas on a lower time frame because it doesn't make sense, right? Because this was also a potential l- long entry. We swept all of this and then we went higher. So this could have been a potential long entry as well, right? So I cannot give you a scalps ideas because they are really hard to execute, and most of the time you will end up losing money. So that's why I don't give them. So yeah, but as you see, this was a level which I was looking at for a potential short. So yeah, let's go on Ethereum. I don't know even if I want to look at the Solana, but yeah, let's go on the Ethereum. And I think Ethereum is pretty good. That was the SFP, by the way, I was talking about. This was a daily time frame SFP, and if I go on a higher time frame, you can see this is the SFP I'm talking about on Ethereum on a higher time frame. Let's go on a weekly time frame second. You can see the candles better. See this? We went above, we never closed above the previous all-time high, and then we went down. This was not really an all-time high, but moreover like a manipulation to grab the retailers. And I can bet you, even if you go on order float, you can see a lot of people longing there as well. and that's what happens. That's how they trap you. So that's why SFPs are really important to trade. So for the Ethereum, I don't know. See, that's what I'm talking about. You can already see my levels. I don't know if you guys remember, but this was the Ethereum trade which I literally gave on the, not really a trade, but I said keep an eye on this level, and you can already see this, like this was a pinpoint entry. I have dropped the screenshot in the chat as well. I gave it on last stream that we did on the Thursday, I believe, and boom, we tapped the entry. We are now going up, and yeah, now let's talk about the Ethereum short level. Right now, Ethereum is, right now I would not like to short anything, if I be really honest with you. I mean, this is a good Fibonacci, good anchored VWAP. Yeah, this was potentially a good shot, I don't think so this was a bad shot. We had a imbalance as well. So yeah, this was a good short opportunity, but unfortunately, I'm not like looking to trade right now. Don't want to force trade. So yeah, overall for Ethereum, since we are in a bullish trend right now, I would say that this is like a more over a B entry, B B setup. Keep an eye somewhere around here for a potential bounce and go lower, like sweep all this liquidity like we did on the Bitcoin, and then tap into this imbalance and then run higher. So something like this could happen, and then we of course we have a major 4 hour level at 3,100. So yeah, and for the short, I would just be looking to short Ethereum, some same where I'm looking to short from short Bitcoin 92K, and I will see where the Ethereum is. So let's say if the Ethereum is trading around, when the Bitcoin is 92K and is showing the signs of weakness, and Ethereum is trading around 3,14842 level, beautiful. I would love to short, and you know the trade plan can be SFP of this, tap into the 4 hour level, SFP of this, and then go lower. So there could be a potential way to trade the Ethereum. So I would like to see where the Bitcoin is and where the Ethereum is. Let's say if Bitcoin is 92K rejecting and we are at this imbalance, I would look to short at the Ethereum. But yeah, but if Ethereum is somewhere around here, just consolidating while Bitcoin is dropping, I would hesitate to short Ethereum. So yeah, that I would need to see. But ideally, this is the level, and major level was this 3,500 level. I'm not so sure about the 3,500 level now, because I think this can fail now. But I would still like to keep it on my chart as a level to see what it will do. But overall, Ethereum, I don't see anything great other than this long we had. From here, this is a good shot. This was a good short opportunity. Right now, even you can see if you want to trade, but right now I would just not like to touch the Ethereum, Bitcoin, or anything. Yeah, just there's just nothing much to look at the Ethereum right now. I would like to see a break of this range, maybe tap off my major levels, then we look to trade from here. But overall, nothing exciting on the Ethereum other than this long, which I was looking at. 4 hour FEG daily level. There was a Fibonacci confluence, you can see, 0.79 level. So yeah, um, Solana, yes, Solana. I don't know what to say about the Solana. As Sesh said, this is just garbage. Like, look at this price action, then look at this price action. Even for a scalper, how can you even trade this, right? So I would like to stay away from the Solana. That's what I would do. We got stopped out, and I could say that it was like a, I was expecting a bounce on the Solana for one reason. You can see, I can explain you the reason as well. This, you look at this over FEG. We bounced from here. My trade plan was something like this. I hope something like this, that we can entry somewhere around here, I guess, and my stop loss was here. And you can see we went down, we came to sweep this, and then we went up. So I was expecting that we are not going to come down to sweep this, but we did, and then we went up. But ideally, since we have swept this, I would have loved to see a good pump. But you can see we literally went up like $2 or something, and now we are rejecting. Oh yeah, I don't even know. Unless you are like, some a degen trader, degen scalper, Soul is the best guy, and I'm not saying it as an insult, but like a compliment. You can catch trade on the Solana, really good trades, like potentially SFP of this and all the bullshit. But for me, I'm a really calm trader. I don't see a trade. If I'm not happy with a good I'm not happy with the level, I'm not gonna take a trade, right? I'm focusing on fixing the my psychology of only taking the A plus setups. And trust me, if you think that there are not enough A plus setups in the market, you are completely wrong. You can make a lot of money just by trading A plus setups. Just need to have a good psych. Yeah, Bitcoin is good. I mean, I don't know. I don't care. Why would you long Bitcoin on this current? Bro, I just explained. Wait for the price action to form. Why would you long Bitcoin on a current market price action, man? But I would like to see a bounce. But I don't know where it's gonna come from. Maybe we go and sweep this. I don't know, man. I'm no fortune teller. I already told you that I'm expecting a bounce from there from a Mandela sweep on the last streams. That's what we did. Now, anything we do in the middle, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know what's gonna happen next, right? We can sweep this. We can sweep this and then go higher. We can sweep this and then this can go higher. If anyone tells you that this is exactly what's gonna happen, I don't know. Same with this level. I mean, we can reject from there and we cannot. It depends truly. So yeah, think I think we are good. We are good to end this session. Do you trade session? No, I don't trade the session. Don't think. I mean, yeah, I don't really trade the session. I mean, you can see me taking trades on the weekend, so you cannot say I trade on the sessions, right? So yeah. But if any other questions, guys, any question is appreciated. Otherwise, I would be ending the stream. Mostly my trades, mostly my streams are market updates. So yeah, what do you think about Esther, bro? I don't really trade the altcoins, so I don't think so. I'm a really great guy for you to ask about the Esther. But yeah, this looks cooked. Yeah, from first glance, this looked cooked. I don't even need to analyze it. Yeah, you can see we rejected from this anchored VWAP, and now we're just going down. And it's most likely either we sweep this or we just go down. And we did a SFP of this high. Um, yeah, I mean, you can see we are in this range as well, and we did a sweep of range high. So yeah, I mean, this would have been a good short opportunity for Esther. I don't know if you caught the short or the long, but if you're in a short, good time to take profit taking. If we break this low, maybe add some position and then close somewhere around here or here. But overall, it was a good short opportunity in my eyes. Yeah, I should analyze the alts more. This was a good short opportunity. Oh my god, man. Yeah. You can see 0.79 level tap as well around the range I marked out. So yeah, you should watch. I don't know movies, man. I don't know. That's a hard question. Mm, you know, here's one movie I'm trying to remember. Mm, yeah, I don't know if I'm writing the name in the chat. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't know if you have watched this, but I think this is good. This is good movie. I'm gonna chill and watch some movie as well. Yeah, you should definitely watch it. You are missing on big, man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm looking to watch. I either I'm gonna play some games or just gonna watch a movie because charts are not interesting right now. I don't care. I have made enough money, man. So I don't care. When I have made enough money, I just go and sit around because I don't care. We do trading, so we don't have to do 9 to 5 and all that bullshit for the freedom. But if you're gonna stick to the charts for 24/7, then what's the point of all this, right? Yeah. Cheers, guys. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope my analysis helped you. If not, I don't know what else I could do because that's the best I can do. But yeah, cheers, guys. Have a good day. If you're in Europe and if you're somewhere from Asia, have a good night. Bye.